So, one myth I often hear about when it comes to ABA is that ABA really just involves teaching very relatively simple skills that are super discrete.
My name is Nancy Marchese. I'm a board certified doctoral level behavior analyst and a clinical psychologist. My goal is to help 2 million children with autism and their families by transforming their lives, and I can't wait to help you too.
That is one thing at a time. ABA cannot help when it comes to more complex skills. Let's say skills that involve complex social communication, or often what I hear about is something called emotional regulation, or the ability to manage your emotions under lots of different challenging circumstances. Sometimes parents may think, based on what maybe they've heard, ABA can't help with that. You guys only work on skills like a label or responding to one step instruction. We need other people to help with that other stuff because that's much more complex. Well, yes, it may be true that other professionals can help in various ways when it comes to complex skills like emotional regulation. Behavior analysts can help too. We can break down the steps that are involved in emotional regulation. And not only that, we can customize it based on your child's needs. How do we do that? What do I mean by that? We want to pinpoint under which circumstances your child may have a hard time regulating themselves, expressing themselves appropriately, acting in a way that allows them to navigate those difficult situations such that they're successful. So, step one is to pinpoint why is it happening, when it's happening, under what circumstances is it happening. That's our first step. We're like detectives, we're figuring out all the different variables or the different elements to the challenge. Once we've figured that out, we've got step two, which is how can we replace it? What types of skills can we teach your child that serve a more functional purpose, that serve a more adaptive purpose, a purpose that will enable them to be successful? So we pinpoint key skills. And yes, some of those skills will be complex and we want to vary them. It's not a one size fits all when it comes to emotional regulation. We need to teach different skills. Again, have that toolbox with all sorts of different tools in their toolbox so that they can pull out different tools depending on what the situation calls for. Teaching them those skills, practicing those skills, modeling those skills for them, and then enabling them to have opportunities to practice and give them feedback. Behavior analysts can, in fact, help when it comes to emotional regulation. It involves an important degree of customization, breaking down even complex skills into smaller steps, building them up, allowing flexibility when it comes to teaching those skills. And if you put that all together, your child can be well on their way to dealing with challenging situations that in the past may have resulted in some challenges when it comes to managing their emotions. But looking towards the future, they will have the skills to not only navigate those situations, but excel in those situations.
There's only so much we could cover in the short amount of time we had today. If you found value in what we talked about, go to breakthroughautism.ca, join our newsletter, and also follow me on my socials.